Hi, my name's Ryan. I'm 20-year-old and I'm currently in Pullman. This is my story about when I was part of a young team and how it landed me where I am today. It all started off when I was 13 in high school. I was skipping classes, smoking green with my pals. I remember school phoning my dad saying I wasn't in school. My dad phoned me and I was scared to answer, so I patched it. That night when I got home, I knocked on the door and I was so scared in case I got into trouble. My dad sat me down and said, "School's the best time of your life." I wish I'd listened to him. Maybe things would be different. When I was 15, my pals introduced me to a few of their mates. I thought they were cool because they had designer clothes, cars, money and respect. I wanted to be like them, so I started doing jobs like selling drugs, hoarding money or setting up other drug dealers. I started to make my way up when I was 16, but it got too much when I was getting asked if I wanted to make some real cash and I got offered a gun. I'd never seen a gun until this point. I turned it down and still worked for them, setting up drug deals and looking for people to do the dirty work. When I was 16, I found out my girlfriend was pregnant and I wanted to get out of this life. I thought it would be easy just cutting them off, but it wasn't. I managed to get a job to provide everything me and my girlfriend needed, such as a cot, buggy, clothes, whilst also paying rent for my own house. I wasn't earning enough money, so I decided to sell my own drugs such as Mandy, gear, cocaine, ectos. I started to make double, maybe more a week selling drugs for myself instead of working, so I gave up my job. I met a man called Dan when I was 17. He was one of my good pals. We used to go drives to different places. We ended up getting into an argument with a person walking down the road. And Dan came out the car with a gun. I was scared and I managed to convince him to put it away, standing in front of him. We jumped back in the motor and that night we seen a motor behind us with 4 people with balaclavas on. So Dan started driving away at high speed. Next minute 4 BMs, X5s, drove past us with blue lights, gone the other way. They turned round and a black car with 4 guys ended up to be the police. We kept driving until one of the marked cars pulls up behind us and they shouted, "I'm police! Stop the fucking car! We're authorised to shoot!" So I says, "Look, we're on police interceptors. He's got a camera." And Dan said, "That's not a camera, that's a gun." I told Dan to pull over and he did. By the time we got our seatbelts off and I jumped out the car, there was 15 police officers with guns pointed at us. I thought it was a dream. I looked down and I seen a laser pointed at my chest. They gave us commands which we obeyed. I was scared at that point, but I didn't want to show it. At the police station I spoke to my lawyer and asked why there was a guy recording us on a camera. And my lawyer said the police recorded your face in case they had to confirm the kill for court. And I realised this isn't a game anymore. 6 months later I got into a fight with 2 of my pals and 2 other guys. I got one of them on the ground and I kicked into him. The next day I got arrested on suspicion of attempted murder and I got put in prison. When I got put in that court bus, I cried as I knew I was going to be here a long time. When I went into my cell it had nothing. TV, a sink, a toilet, and I cried that whole night. I've now been in the jail 3 years and even to this day I think about what I've missed. I've not seen my child in 3 years, only through photos. I miss my family, my pals and my girlfriend. I even miss the little things like going to the shops or being able to open my own door. Anyone that says jail is easy, there's no one day that you don't think about what you could be doing instead of being locked up in here. Thank you for hearing my story. I hope that you learn something from this and in the future if you sadly end up in this place, you'll realise if they told me but I didn't listen. You know, I think to myself, why didn't I do things differently? And you'll think the same. Why did I never listen? It's not too late to change our lives.